So, in this video, we are going to discuss about the static frictional force. Okay, let us see what is static frictional force. Static static frictional force. So, what is static frictional force? It the resistance encountered by a body when the body is at rest by applying external force means the body when it is at rest, the resistance which is encountered by it by applying resistance by external force like the let me change the color pen color. Okay. The resistance encountered by the body when it is at rest by applying an external force. Okay, yes. When the body is at rest, it is applying an external force to encounter the resistance of it. That is about static friction. Now let us see a few laws of static frictions. There are few laws for this static friction. Few laws there are for static friction. Okay, let us see. Yes, laws. That, yep. Now let us see the first law. Let me change the color to this. Yes. Okay. Now, the static friction is self-adjusting force. So, this is self-adjusting adjusting force. Frictional force. This is the self-adjusting frictional force. Means it self-adjusts. It doesn't depend on anything. Like second point. Let me write it as a second point. It is independent and independent. It is independent of what? Like it is independent of area of contact, right? Area of contact means where it is the contact part, the area of the contact. The static frictional force doesn't depend on it. Okay, I wrote force. The spelling here wrong. No problem. I can't correct it. You can correct it in your notes, right? Okay. Yes. Now the maximum value of static friction. Okay, the maximum value of static friction. The static friction has a maximum value, and that value will called as limiting static friction. Okay. Yes. The maximum the maximum value of static friction is called as limiting limiting static friction. Do you get it? Yes. The maximum value of static friction is called as the limiting static friction. Okay. Now let us see a fourth law, which is last law. In every type of friction, we have four laws. Means you only have three type of frictions. One is static. Other we will discuss kinetic friction in other video. And next will be rolling friction. Right? Okay. Now the fourth is the limiting static friction is directly proportional to normal reaction of the body. Okay. Yes. Let me write it down. The limiting static friction is directly proportional to normal reaction. The limiting static friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction of the body, not of the surface of body. Sorry for the disturbance. Where I was like, sorry for the distance. Where I was screen zero. Yes, it's here. Yep. The limiting static friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction of the body. Okay, let me write it down and show you. Here, limiting static friction, we write it as small f, not capital F, small f. Capital F refers to the force, right? He is proportional, right? Sorry. Is proportional to normal reaction. And now if I remove the proportionality symbol, we can write it as limiting static friction will be equal to mu s into n. Now here, what is mu s? You would have got a doubt. What is mu s? It is the coefficient of static friction. Coef of static friction. Yes, that's it. It is a coefficient of static friction. Okay, that's it for today. In our next video, we are going to discuss about the like kinetic frictional force. So, bye. Meet you in the next video. Bye bye.